The Cayman Islands, palm trees, white sands, turquoise ocean, and perhaps most famously, zero income tax. This British overseas territory has long been known as a magnet for high-net-worth individuals and ambitious entrepreneurs looking to maximize
their wealth.
But how exactly can someone become a resident of the Caymans, legally pay zero income tax, and enjoy the good life on this Caribbean jewel? Let's break it all down. First things first, why is the Cayman Islands such a tax haven? Unlike most countries, the Cayman Islands imposes no personal income tax, no corporate tax, no capital gains tax, and no inheritance tax. That means if you live there as a recognized resident, you can keep what you earn almost entirely in your own pocket. Of course, you'll still be on the hook for consumption taxes, stuff like import duties, property taxes, and local service charges, but these are generally modest compared to the typical tax burden elsewhere. But before you start daydreaming about sipping rum punch by the pool, let's get practical. How do you actually get a Cayman Islands residency permit? Broadly speaking, the Caymans offer two main paths for long-term residents without the need to work locally. The Certificate of Permanent Residency for persons of independent means. The Residency Certificate for persons of independent means. Both are aimed at people able to support themselves financially without burdening the local economy or zooming around the island looking for jobs. Let's start with the Certificate of Permanent Residency. This is the gold standard. It grants an applicant and their dependents like a spouse or any children aged 16 and older the right to reside in the Cayman Islands for life and even eventually to apply for British Overseas Territory citizenship. Here's what you need. First, you must invest at least 2.4 million Cayman Islands dollars, that's just shy of $3 million in developed real estate on the islands. This could be a beachfront villa, a luxury condo, or even a portion of an approved development. ULO also have to demonstrate a sustained annual income and submit details about your finances to prove you can support yourself without local employment. There's a one-time government fee, legal due diligence, and a background check. If you're approved, you're pretty much set for life. Maybe you don't have a few $1,000,000 burning a hole in your pocket, but you still want long-term residence. That's where the Residency Certificate for persons of independent means comes in. This route requires a lower real estate investment. Currently, both programs include background checks and anti-money laundering requirements. The Caymans may be famous for financial secrecy, but when it comes to immigration, they don't mess around. We'll need to show clean police records, disclose the source of your funds, and pass all routine vetting processes. The application procedure itself is relatively straightforward. You'll need to gather proof of property ownership or investment contracts, bank statements or proof of income, your passport, clean police records, property valuation documents, and if you're married or bring in dependenza, marriage certificate and birth certificates all officially certified. So you've got your paperwork in order, made your investment, and passed the background check. What next? Once you're approved, you and your family receive the legal right to live in the Cayman Islands and critically enjoy all the tax benefits the islands offer. Remember, though, Cayman residency doesn't automatically make you a tax-free global citizen. You'll need to make the Cayman Islands your true center of life. Spend the majority of your year on the island, cut tax ties to highly taxed home countries, and get savvy legal advice to ensure you don't trigger tax liability somewhere else. Of course, living in the Cayman Islands isn't just about saving money. Residents enjoy world-class beaches, a vibrant culinary scene, a safe environment, and easy access to North and South America. The islands are a hub for financial services, offshore corporations, and a growing community of digital entrepreneurs. But before you quit your job and buy a plane ticket, remember, Cayman residency is best suited to individuals with substantial assets and global flexibility. It can be a powerful tool for wealth preservation and a dream tropical lifestyle, but every situation is different. Rules can change. Other countries may attempt to tax you, and compliance with international regulations is a must. In short, getting Cayman Islands residency and paying zero income tax is very much possible, but it requires careful planning, significant investment, and a real commitment to becoming part of island life. For those who qualify, it's hard to beat the blend of sun, sea security, and unbeatable tax advantages that the Caymans offer.